Today's episode of The Sit Down with Scott Dion Brown is brought to you by Jeanette McKenzie, Realtor at Forest Hill Signature, Jewelry Forever at jewelryforever.ca, and Beautified by Romina. Enjoy the show.
Broadcasting live from Glenmore Record Studios in Toronto, this is The Sit Down with Scott Dion Brown, your Sunday morning talk show with interesting guests, live musical performances, and the most fun you can fit in your coffee cup. Hosted by Scott Dion Brown and Regine Alaina, this is The Sit Down with Scott Dion Brown.
I know it's true. It's all because of you. Hi, everybody, and welcome to episode 248 of The Sit Down with Scott Dion Brown. Happy Thanksgiving to all of our friends down south in the US of A, celebrating their Thanksgiving weekend. Yep. Thanksgiving weekend. I'm your host, the one, the only Scott Dion Brown, and I'm joined as always, although on the other side of the table, the one, the only, the greatest co-host in the galaxy,
Regine Alaina. Happy Sunday, happy American Thanksgiving. Happy Sunday, everybody.
In Canada, we already had Thanksgiving back in October.
And we didn't do a Thanksgiving special, so Why not do an American one?
Well, because see, as you guys notice, we're not live right now. This is a pre-recorded episode. And the reason is because I'm actually in America. Celebrating American Thanksgiving with some family.
Have you ever gone to America for American Thanksgiving?
I have. No, I don't think I ever have, actually.
I have. It's different. So Thanksgiving, as we know, was on Thursday.
Is it always on Thursday?
It is. That's why Black Friday is the day after.
Oh. How do we do it here? Does ours
Sunday.
move? Ours is always Sunday.
Ours is always on the Sunday.
And theirs is always on the Thursday. Why?
I don't know.
Oh. But Black Friday just happened as well.
Mm-hmm.
And here we are. Hi, everybody. Yeah. So anyway, we're not live because I'm over there celebrating, and we're probably watching like football.
Mm-hmm. Probably. I feel like Americans have so much pride in Thanksgiving. Like, it's a whole week of festivities if you think about it. Like, think about it. You're going to go do your groceries and all your prepping before Thursday. So essentially like Tuesday, Wednesday.
Yeah.
And then people are flying home. Most of them fly home for Thanksgiving. So I'm sure you saw all of them on your way to down south.
Theoretically, I did. Yes.
And then Thanksgiving is Thursday. And then Friday is Black Friday, and most places do Midnight Madness, which I have been a part of, and it's a lot of fun.
That's on the Thursday night?
Into Friday.
Into Friday. Maybe I should go to like a Walmart and see if I can witness the madness
Can you
in person.
please and like vlog it?
I'll just add my clips to all the other millions of clips of people.
Yeah.
Tearing each other down to grab a big screen TV.
Well, see, I thought that's what it was like, but I was also in Ohio, so it wasn't that crazy. But the deals were a lot better at Midnight Madness, and then we went home, took a nap, and then went back shopping afterwards. It's an Olympic sport.
Okay. I'll have to see how this thing goes.
I just think it's crazy how Americans, like, they have their Thanksgiving, but they also have, like, their Macy's parade, Thanksgiving parade.
Oh yeah, when is that? Is that on the weekend?
It passed probably from today's episode.
Maybe I watched it, and maybe it was great, and I enjoyed it very much.
And they have football. What do we have as Canadians for Thanksgiving?
What's happening on our Thanksgiving long weekend?
Nothing.
We don't have. We must have events.
We have a Santa Claus parade, but we don't.
But is that on Thanksgiving?
No.
Because I know, like, for example, we have, like, in the CFL, there's always the Labor Day Classic, which I think is always Toronto versus Hamilton. Okay. And then I think actually the two West Coast teams, I think, might play each other too. I think Edmonton and Calgary play each other. I believe that happens. So I always enjoy that. Football on Labor Day. But I don't know if we do I don't know. And then also Christmas time, usually it's the World Junior Hockey Championships, which are big in Canada.
I've seen them once.
Yeah, they're great. It's a great tournament. But I don't know. I don't know, Regine. Anyway, happy Thanksgiving, all of you celebrating down south. And I'm there with you. So happy Thanksgiving to me as well. And to you, Regine, from down south.
Thanks, Scott. What is your go-to as a vegetarian, what is your go-to Thanksgiving meal?
Well, okay,
dish,
so our family Thanksgiving dinner tends to consist of turkey, stuffing, mashed potatoes, cranberry sauce, carrots. I usually make the carrots. Rolls. My one cousin makes a really delicious sweet potato casserole thing that's really good with marshmallows on top. It's fantastic. Those are all the main things. There's usually a salad and then tons of desserts. What I've found is like I love all of it. And when I eat my Thanksgiving dinner, it's also the same as Christmas dinner. It's kind of the same meal. When I eat that, I try to get like a bit of everything.
Except the turkey.
Yeah, but I try to get us like literally on every forkful. I want to get a bit of everything on it. So I've got like a bit of, it's all there.
Interesting.
And what I've noticed is since becoming a vegetarian, actually we did this for the past Easter is the most recent thing that passed, right?
Well, Thanksgiving.
Oh yeah, Canadian Thanksgiving. Perfect. Yeah, for Canadian Thanksgiving dinner, what I did was my girlfriend and I, because I noticed when we went to a previous one, like obviously we're vegetarian, and before that we would just eat everything except the turkey, which was fine. But then I noticed I'm like, but we're not getting any protein really out of that meal. So what we ended up bringing was just I just threw some tofu in the air fryer, just into little cubes, and then I just dropped that on our plate where we would have put turkey. And once it's all doused in,
it's the same thing.
Yeah, well, once it's, especially because like I said, I like to have a bit of everything on my fork. So like instead of a piece of turkey, it's a piece of tofu, and then I've got the stuffing and the mashed potatoes and the cranberries and everything. It tastes delicious to me. So yeah. So you asked me my favorite thing.
Everything.
I like everything, but I think the things that I look forward to the most are the stuffing and the cranberry sauce. Those are my favorite things.
See, because for Canadian Thanksgiving, I hosted. That's why we didn't have a show, because I was busy.
Oh yeah, you were actually cooking.
Did you just spill your coffee?
No, I didn't.
Liar. I see it on the floor. So basically the same thing where it was the first year I did turkey, and I was so upset because I'm not a vegetarian, but I always say like if I could be, I would be.
Yeah.
And I told my family knows this. Everyone knows Regine doesn't like raw meat. Like if a chicken is in chicken form, I don't like it. And turkey is in a turkey form, I don't like it.
You're saying you don't like when you're cooking, you don't like working with the raw meat. Okay,
no. Like I do it anyway for survival essentially, but it's just like the turkey was massive. And so my stepdad was supposed to prep the turkey, drop it off, and then we'll put it in the oven, and then we'll do the rest of the stuff.
Well, did he like stuff it and stuff as well?
Wait.
Oh, okay.
That was what he was supposed to do. At least what I understood was gonna happen. Like he's just gonna drop it off. I'll leave it in the fridge, throw it in everything is fine. No, he shows up to my house with the turkey, and it's like
alive. It's still alive.
No, oh my God, stop. It was I don't know what the word is called, where it was like it's soaking in all of it, like the fixings. I don't know what it's called.
Oh, it's like marinating?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's marinating in like this giant bag. Like there's a big turkey in a big bag just marinating. And I go, what? He goes, yeah, so all you have to do is just like rinse it off real quick, just pat it dry. There's butter, you're just gonna put the butter on it. And he's like, oh, and here's the box of stuffing. And I'm like,
so you had to, he wanted you to stuff it too?
I'm like, wait, what? Yeah. So I'm just here, I'm like, did it come, like, so I was just like, okay, terrified AF. I'm like, I can't do this.
Yeah.
So I go to my husband, I'm like, guess who's doing turkey? You are. You're it. I'm not doing this. And yeah, like everything was still with the turkey. And I'm like...
So did he stuff it? Did he stuff the turkey and everything?
No.
What happened?
There's a huge miscommunication. Clearly, he goes, here's the box of stuffing. You're just going to put it in the turkey.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, but I'm reading the box and it's like telling you how to prep it. But he would just like to stick it in the turkey. So I literally took the box stuffing and just stuck, not the box, but like every...
Okay, that's what I was going to ask. Like, wait.
No.
Okay.
I took the insides of the box and I stuck it in the turkey. I stuffed the turkey with it. And so when he gets there, he go to our place, he goes, so did you mix the stuffing like you were supposed to? And I'm like, no, because you said...
You said stuff it in the turkey. Just stuff it in the bird. That's what you said.
So I'm like, did I just mess up Thanksgiving?
So what happened when it came out? You put it in the oven like that? And then what happened?
It was fine. It was fine. It was a little dry. But because of all the juices from the turkey, my stepdad just mixed everything really quickly and it somehow created... It was like instant stuffing.
Nice. I think you can buy... Can't you buy them already stuffed?
Yeah, but my stepdad did everything.
Oh.
So... Not everything. Sorry. He did the prep work.
I think if you have to do it in the future, I think you can just buy them.
I'm never doing that again. I literally told my husband, I'm like, if you don't do this, I am going to turn vegetarian real quick. I will become vegan real quick. And he's like, okay, I'll do it.
I mean, well, if you have to in the future, I think you can buy them like you literally like from frozen. I think you just put it in the oven. Like I think if you have to... So let's say you cook it for more hours, but I think if you buy it frozen, you can literally throw it in and then just leave it for like whatever it is, 12 hours or whatever, and then you're good.
I don't even like turkey.
I mean, you know what the thing is? Again, I've become vegetarian, but when I eat turkey, like, I think chicken is better.
I literally was like, can I just go to Loblaws and buy a rotisserie chicken and call it a day?
Yeah. I mean, like the turkey obviously like looks amazing on the you know, on the table, and it's a feast. It's a big bird. You got the big bird, you know. And I won't even say I dislike it because I do like it, especially if it's like nice and juicy or whatever. But I think in terms of bird meats, I prefer chicken.
I'm not a turkey person. So like, I would probably eat what you have on your plate before I put a turkey on it. I don't like, and then they'll be like, oh well, we can make ham. I'm like, I don't like ham either.
Oh yeah, there's usually ham in our dinner too, and I do like the ham, except I don't eat it anymore. I used to really like the Thanksgiving ham.
I like roast beef.
Roast beef is good. I like the ham more, I think.
I'm not a ham person.
We always have it. It's like kind of sweet with like pineapple on it. It's really delicious.
My stepdad makes it.
Yeah. But yeah, if you go vegetarian, or you don't want to eat turkey for it, if I were you, like that's the thing. The only thing you have to watch for. In fact, here's some advice for anybody who's watching this.
Tell us, Scott.
Who is, you know what this is advice for? It's advice for people who are cooking their Christmas, Thanksgiving, Easter dinner, and you've got vegetarians coming, and if you want to have something for them, right? So the only thing that you want to make sure you have, right? The thing that actually makes you full when you're eating a meal is you got to make sure there's protein in the meal, right?
Yeah.
So like, I could sit down and eat all of the things except for whatever the main course is, which is like usually a chicken, or in the case of Thanksgiving, the turkey, right? But if I eat only the sides, it's probably, I'm not getting a lot of protein out of that, right? So if you just grab a bit of tofu.
That's why I wasn't hungry. I mean, I wasn't full.
Yeah, I mean, that could be, yeah. Because the protein is what fills you up. Or rather makes you feel full. Like you can fill your stomach, but you'll kind of not, you don't have that like satisfied, like it's protein that actually satisfies you.
Yeah.
But so, yeah, if you want to prep something, make sure there's some kind of protein in it. It can either be like tofu, like if you've got an air fryer, cut it up into little cubes, chuck it in there for 15 minutes and you're good. 400 degrees Fahrenheit at 15 minutes is all you need for tofu. And like, if you want, you can season it, but you don't even have to because you're putting it with everything else.
It was so bland.
But again, for Thanksgiving, it was perfect because everything, like I'm going to smother gravy and all this other stuff on it, right?
Yeah, but I like tofu. I just wouldn't do that.
Yeah, but no, you can season it the same way you'd season any meat. So you could add whatever seasonings you want. But yeah, think about a protein. It could be tofu. It could be like beans. It could be lentils. It could be chickpeas. Falafel, yeah. Something with some protein in it will go so far, because then the vegetarian can eat everything else. And then when everyone else grabs the meat, they can grab this one thing that will be the part that actually satiates. I wasn't planning to give advice, but...
It's okay.
But
I usually make a charcuterie board, and that's usually where I get my
works.
protein.
yeah. You get some from there too, yeah.
Yeah, but I put like meat on my charcuterie.
Oh, well, yeah.
It's not a cheese board, it's a charcuterie board.
Oh, does charcuterie mean there's no cheese?
I don't know. I just know if it's like a cheese board. People call it a cheese board.
I don't know boards.
I like a charcuterie board.
Yeah. All right, well, happy Thanksgiving, everybody. And I'm probably eating some tofu. Who knows what I'm eating?
Maybe you're eating meat. Who knows?
Unlikely, but you know, yeah. I wanted to talk about. So off the top, you guys heard me singing a little snippet. I just think it's amazing, Regine, to be in 2023, and we're listening to a brand new Beatles song, you know, and the song is Now and Then. And do you know the story behind the song? Okay, so I didn't know any of this, but what I found out when it came out. So like, this isn't just like, because obviously only two of the Beatles are still alive, right?
I said that to you when you showed me the video. I'm like, aren't some of them dead?
Yeah. So here's the crazy thing, right? So it's not like the Beatles is in like,
the original.
No. So what I was saying is, it's not the case that it's just like Paul and Ringo put out a song. This is they are calling this the last Beatles song, because this is the last song we will ever hear that has all four of them on the song. That's the thing. So the way it worked is, so the Beatles broke up, I get the years wrong, but I think near the end of the 60s, right?
Okay.
Then they were all putting out single stuff, solo things. 1977, John Lennon is living in New York. And he had kind of taken a break from music, but he was still writing and doing things. So he recorded some demos in his New York apartment. It's just him on the piano and like a tape recorder, right? This is 1977, okay? Years go by. I think 1980, John Lennon dies, right? But years later, Yoko Ono, his wife, mentions to Paul and Ringo and George, who's still alive, that she's got this cassette tape of these demos that John Lennon had done. And so she gives it to them, right? And in 1995, I believe, they decide that they're going to work on these demos. And there are three songs specifically they decide to work on. Free as a Bird, Real Love, and Now and Then. And so they record, they finish Free as a Bird, which I didn't know this, because I remember Free as a Bird, but I didn't realize it was released in 1995. I didn't know that. But I'd never heard Real Love before. But apparently what happened with Now and Then is the quality of the recording wasn't good enough that they couldn't work with it, because it was just a muffly recording of him talking or singing and playing piano. And so apparently they said and there was also a buzz, and they were trying to like push the volume of the vocals, but the piano was coming. Yeah, exactly. So they ended up abandoning that song. But they did start working on it. So George Harrison played some guitar, right? They had started it, but they kind of said, okay, this isn't going to work. Fast forward to, I guess, a few years ago. You know how they came out with that big Beatles documentary on Disney Plus? So Peter Jackson directed that, right? And while he was creating that documentary, he developed a lot of technologies through AI, which allowed them to like separate tracks in audio, right? So like they could give you just, a track with like 50 different instruments playing, and the AI is able to select each one, so you can actually split each one up.
That's a little scary.
Yeah. So it was, it is, but it's also pretty cool. And so that was the technology that they had developed while making that. And so once they realized that they had the technology, apparently Paul McCartney was like, well, maybe we should send Peter Jackson this old demo recording where we couldn't get that buzz and that piano out of it. They sent it to Peter Jackson, and he was able to separate the vocals. So for the first time, they had an isolated vocal track of John Lennon's voice singing the song. Yeah, it's awesome. So then they were able to go back into the studio. Because George had played in that original recording, they still had those old recordings. So they were able to get his guitar on there. And then Paul and Ringo were able to finish the parts and finish off the song, and they got some strings to play it as well. They even got George Martin's son. George Martin was their producer at the time, back when they were Beatles. Their son arranged the strings. So it's like the final time that all 4 Beatles are on a song together.
Are you getting emotional?
Honestly, it is kind of emotional for me. Yeah.
Yeah.
It felt pretty special to be listening to it. Like, I don't know. It was just, I don't know if it caught me at the right time of day or whatever, but just to be sitting down hearing my favorite band, you know, but it's brand new music right now. It felt really, I've had the song on repeat for days now.
Well, watching the video, I even said to you, I'm like, this is kind of, at first glance of not knowing the backstory behind it, I'm like, this is interesting. Like, it looks very AI.
The video, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's because what they did was they took a whole bunch of footage of, you know, there's some footage that's just, you know, modern day Paul McCartney and Ringo Starr in the studio, but they blended it with a whole bunch of of old footage.
They look so much older.
Oh, well, yeah. Yeah.
But it also makes you think, like, wouldn't you be sad to be the only, like, to be the two of them rewatching this? Because, like, these two guys have passed.
Yeah.
And you're literally in a video, and it's probably green screen or something where they were able to manipulate all these different footages. Just imagine being in that room, being like, ugh.
It must have been really emotional because obviously they're like, you know, they the 4 of them, they did so much together, and they obviously had a very, very special relationship, you know. So I've got to think going down. I did watch some interviews with Paul McCartney when he was talking about the Get Back documentary, and he said even that was quite emotional for him, just reliving those times, you know. So, but it must be something special to go back and like finish your old bandmates track, and it's pretty special. Anyways, I just think it's cool. Yeah, it's a nice song. I like it, and I just think it's special that just feels amazing to have a genuine Beatles track. Like, again, it's not like, oh, there's the remaining members just put out a song and they're saying it's the Beatles. You know, like there are lots of bands out there that are touring, but then you go and it's like only one of the, you know, originals is still there. Like, no, this is a legitimate Beatles song. All 4 of them worked on this song, you know, and it is the last one. There isn't another that they can do.
That they know
so,
of.
That they know of. Yeah, I guess. Who knows?
Surprise, I found more cassettes.
Yeah. But it's neat. Like, yeah, they're marketing this one as the last Beatles song. And they're actually doing a reissue. They're re-releasing their famous... They had these 2 albums that were out that were kind of like greatest hits, a red one and a blue one. And they're reissuing that with the new song added to it. So I'll have to buy it.
You would.
Yeah. I think I have to fix my record player and then buy it.
Just get a new one.
Actually, the record player is not what's broken. What's broken is my...
You're broken.
I'm broken inside. No, it's my... So the record player has to plug into the PA. Yeah, the amplifier. I guess it's called the PA. Yeah. Plugs in the PA. But right now, the PA, it's like an antique. I think it's from the 70s. And when you turn all the knobs, it's like...
Oh.
So I bought contact cleaner. And I think you can spray all of it. And I'm hoping that'll make it sound good again.
So similar to what you did with our cameras, and that's why we look so clear today.
Oh yeah. Do you guys notice that I don't know if you guys notice, but
maybe it's just us.
The picture to my eye and to yours, right? It looks like a little bit cleaner.
Yeah.
And I think it looks a little bit cleaner because it's literally cleaner, as in right before.
The first time in 5 years.
Yeah, well, I was just thinking about it beforehand, and you know, I was thinking about it earlier this week, and I always forget. But I was just like, wait, maybe I should just like give the cameras a wipe. Like I should just grab a little tissue and just wipe them down.
And you did.
And I just wiped them, and it does look better. Because the thing is, these are like they're using
good quality.
Yeah, like they're 1080p cameras. Okay, they're not like tip top. I wouldn't make a film with them or something, but they're good enough. But sometimes when I'm looking at the video, it always looked, I'm like, is that...
A little grainy.
Yeah, just look a little like not quite crisp. And now I'm wondering if it's been like that all these years because it's just... Dust.
Well, now you can see Scott for every...
all the pores.
All the needles poke through your face.
Yeah. Actually, I'm healing up, eh?
Yeah.
So, okay, this would be...
It's only been a few days.
Yeah, so we're recording this, like, obviously, you guys are watching this on
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago, yeah. So, but last episode, which is 2
days
episodes
ago.
for now. 2 episodes ago for them.
Yeah.
I
But 2
talked
days
about-
from us today.
Yeah. So I talked about how I tried a micro needling session
You crazy.
where they like basically jackhammer needles and all over your face. And I looked super beet red after that.
Yeah.
And then we had an episode 2 days later after that. So I was like pretty patchy, like red in here. So I put on some makeup. And this is only 2 days after that, but it's not 100% back. Like I can see a little bit of stuff going on here, but it seems to have healed up pretty good. I'm very curious once I've done this whole process, because I got to do it like 2 or 3 more times to get like the full results, and then we'll see if my skin
Just
is
don't
just.
do it on a Saturday or on Sunday. Your facing will be
I
cherry
should.
red.
Yeah, I should pick like a Monday. I should do it on like
Yeah.
a Monday now. I honestly I didn't even think about that. In fact, why did I pick that day?
It was the only day you were available.
Yeah, I was thinking like. I remember very specifically, I was like, okay, I'm going to wait until after Dana's concert because I knew I was on stage, and there was like something else I had to do. And then literally that's that weekend. It's like Friday, I did the microneedling. Then I'm like, oh shoot, I have to sit down on Sunday. And then I got my agent messaged me, I had to do a self-tape. Yeah. So I was like, oh great. So I'm like, I planned this so badly, and I have to be on camera twice.
Oh,
so I had to put
no.
makeup on that same night as well to do my self-tape again.
You should have used. Did the aloe work?
What, like what I put on afterwards?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it settled me down, but I'd washed everything off at that point, and then I just put on new makeup. I don't know.
You just look tan for your.
Yeah, I definitely look like not quite right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's the thing I need to do is I need to get makeup that matches my actual complexion. Like the one that I was wearing the other day, like it makes me look kind of orange.
Talk to Beautified by Romina. She's got you.
Beautified by Romina, you're gonna hear from me. We're gonna get a.
She's probably already heard from you before this airs.
It's probably true, actually. Yeah, I need to get one that's just. All I want is one that's my skin tone, so that the odd time that I want to like clean up myself for like a self tape, like if I ever need proper makeup, I would actually get her and she'll do my makeup. But for like a self tape where I just. Oh, like maybe there's a blemish or like there's just something I need to get, whatever reason. It'd be nice to have something I could just throw on just to get rid of some redness or something. So I'll talk to her. We'll set her up. Because she does also custom blends, right?
She'll be at B2B next week. Well, for this episode, it's past, but that's okay. We were part of B2B.
Yeah.
The Bata to Batapreneur Christmas event.
Regine and I were MCs.
Yes.
So incredible.
Probably seen it on our social medias. It's such a good event, though.
Oh, yeah.
I think the concept of it, so for those who don't know, this is our second time hosting together, my third time. Sorry.
You MC'd it before me or after?
After.
Where was I?
You were not asked.
I got fired. They fired me.
No, it was their Christmas market. I don't know why they didn't ask you. Maybe they did and you just weren't available.
No, yeah, something's coming to mind now. It was Christmas time?
It was around this time.
I feel like I was busy.
Probably. But anyways.
Or I got canned. Anyway, they're still great.
So Bata to Batapreneur. So in English, Bata is kid. So it's for kid entrepreneurs. And it just gives them the platform to, it's kind of like a market, but for these kid entrepreneurs to showcase their businesses, their crafts, their...
And in general, it's designed to like encourage kids to think business-minded and entrepreneurially.
Yes, and they get mentorship and they make some extra cash too on the side while they're doing it. So I remember the first year they had like cookies and Christmas cards and greeting cards.
I recall we ate a lot of cookies, or at least I did.
Yeah, you did. You definitely did. So it'd be interesting to see, one, how the festival continues to, or like the organization continues to grow and how their markets continue to grow and how these kid entrepreneurs continue to grow. Because a lot of them this year specifically come from, like, they're children of entrepreneurs themselves.
That makes sense. So they're passing it on to the kids. It's good. It's a great event. You guys should look it up as well if you're in the Toronto area. It's a mainly Toronto-based event, right? If you're in the Toronto area for next year and you're want to encourage your kids to think kind of in a business-minded type of way, it's a great resource.
I think it's awesome because if you think about it, like we went through a pandemic and all of us really had to shift where we were going with our time and how to make money. I mean, I started a business during the pandemic. So it's so cool to see how, like, I'm sure a lot of these kids probably started during the pandemic.
I mean, it makes sense, yeah.
I wonder if there'll be any hot chocolate bombs.
I'll get one if there is.
I could just make you one.
You do have the skills. That's true. Are you going to make some for holidays, even if not for the business? If you're just
I don't know. I might bring back the dipped Oreos, but as like Christmas gifts. You might get some for Christmas, Scott.
All right, good.
Stay tuned to our Christmas episode.
Oh yeah, we'll find out. Christmas episode. In fact, okay.
Speaking of.
Well, let's do the ad break, and then on the other side we have a very important announcement for everybody. Here, do that again. There you go. Very important announcement about a giveaway.
Ooh, and Christmas.
And Christmas. All right, everybody. Today's wonderful episode, our American Thanksgiving edition episode of The Sit Down, is brought to you by the following fantastic advertisers. They make this show possible. You should support them any way you can. And here they are, everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, the Toronto real estate market is growing and changing every day. In these challenging times, you need someone in your corner. Jeanette McKenzie, Realtor at Forest Hill Signature, is committed to looking out for you. She'll go the extra mile to ensure you have all the information you need to make a decision you can feel confident about. Purchasing a home is one of the biggest financial investments you'll make in life. Don't leave it to chance. Call Jeanette McKenzie at Forest Hill Signature. She's my realtor. That's right. The place I live in right now, she helped me find it. And that's right, she's my realtor. She could be yours. Call today at 416-523-0408 or email at jMckenziehomes@gmail.com. Jewelry forever. Conveniently located at CF Markville Shopping Center on 5000 Highway 7 East Markham. They do custom-made jewelry, repairs, and they change watch batteries, all done on site. Jerry at Jewelry Forever, a fantastic artist. Do you have a vision for something custom you'd like made? He can make it. Check out his TikTok. You will see some examples of the amazing work he does. He also does repairs. Something damaged? Did your ring get crushed by a car? Do you think it's unfixable? Talk to Jerry. He can work magic with his skills. And we have a great deal worked out with them, don't we, Regine? Yes, we do. If you go in and let them know that Scott and Regine sent you, you'll get 15% off your entire purchase. That's right, 15% off, 15%. Mention the show. Tell them Scott and Regine sent you. Head over to Jewelry Forever. Get yourself a great deal on something beautiful. And you can find out more at jewelryforever.ca. Yes. Beautified by Romina. Internationally trained hair and makeup artist. She is the official hair and makeup artist of The Sit Down. Clearly, we spoke about her a few times today. Yes. She does everything from our stage appearances and photo shoots, but she also does pageants, engagement photos, weddings, corporate headshots, custom blends, custom blend foundations, both powder and liquid foundation. And she also does holiday parties. We are at the end of November, which means holiday season is just around the corner. So it is upon us. It is. It's among us. It is among us. So if you are interested in getting beautified for the holiday season, check her out at Beautified by Romina on Instagram and Facebook. Oh, and she's also doing gift certificates. Yeah, so if you need an easy gift, which will last you all year, hit her up. Beautiful. Beautified by Romina. Beautiful. And if you would like to advertise on the show, it's very easy, right, Regine? It's simple. All you have to do is email us at radioshowad. That's radioshowad@gmail.com. That's right. We do the show live every week. Well, almost live every week, but it's on pretty much every week. Yeah. And we do the ads at the same time we do the show, also pretty much live. What's that mean? It means you can personalize them week to week, like we just did with Beautified by Romina, to let you guys know that there are gift certificates available. If you have an event, a sale, something happening at a particular time, particular place, you let us know. We let your potential client base know in real time. It's an amazing way to build a brand new relationship with a brand new audience. Get in touch. Radio Show Ad, radioshowad@gmail.com. And we're back. Hi, everybody. Again.
Every time you say that, that song just instantly just clicks to my head.
I mean, and it's an iconic song and it's an iconic
So
line.
instead of being like Shady's back, be like Scott is back.
It's not quite as catchy.
Tell a friend.
Tell everybody. Well, before we went on the break, Regine, we mentioned we have a special announcement. A giveaway. Just in time for the holiday season, our amazing advertiser, Jewelry Forever, has been amazingly generous enough to give 2 watches that we're going to raffle off for our Christmas episode.
Oh my God. He's Santa Claus.
He is.
always is down to give our viewers something special.
Absolutely. And so we should also let people know we're going to have a Christmas episode. It's going to be on a special day.
Yeah.
We're looking right now at Saturday, December 23rd at 12 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So a slightly earlier day and a slightly later start. 12 noon, Saturday, the 23rd of December.
Yay! Well, it's either we do it on the 23rd or we don't have a Christmas special.
Yeah, because you and I are both going to be pretty busy on
the
24th.
Yeah.
Family Christmas. I mean, everybody's busy holiday-wise, but the 23rd, I think we can make it work.
I mean, it's not like I don't want to spend Christmas with the Browns, but I don't want to.
We've got stuff. You can come. You'd be invited if you wanted to come.
I just show up.
All right, good. Okay, good. So December 23rd, we're going to raffle off an amazing prize. And in fact, there are 2 prizes.
Oh.
And I have here the prizes right here. I'm going to read them what they are. The first one is a large men's watch.
Ooh.
Citizen Eco Drive. 2-tone stainless steel. Sapphire crystal. 5-year limited warranty. And that watch is valued at $550.
Jeez. Merry Christmas.
And a second watch, a Storm Enya watch from the UK, is a slim watch.
Ooh.
It's got Swarovski crystals on the dial.
Nice.
Yeah. Stainless steel, rose plated, 50 meters water resistant. You can dive into the ocean, Regine. Don't go any deeper than 50 meters, but that's pretty deep. And it is valued at $420.
Jeez Louise.
Yeah,
Jerry, thank you.
Yeah, and you guys can see the pictures of it up on the screen. Oh, you had seen it the whole time, but Eugene, you can see.
That's pretty.
That's that one, and then there's the...
I want that one.
No. Unfortunately, Regine, you're not allowed to enter the draw.
I can get other people to join the draw for me.
We'll rig it. We'll rig it in your favor, Regine. Perfect.
Just kidding. Just kidding, viewers. The gifts are for you.
Yeah. So what do people have to do to join this raffle, Regine?
So if you go onto our social medias, specifically Instagram, which is the Sit Down with SDB. Link is in the description to make it easier for you. So you're going to go to our Instagram. One, you're going to find the post, which is most likely going to be pinned, and you're going to like the post.
Yep.
After you like the post, you're going to tag 2 people. And then you're also going to share, we do this every year, you're going to share with us your favorite Christmas or holiday traditions.
That's right.
Regardless if you celebrate Christmas, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah.
Whatever holiday you celebrate.
Festivus.
Whatever you do. Festivus.
We want to hear about it. Tell us your traditions in the comments. And then before you leave our page, you're going to follow us if you haven't already. And we are going to be tagging Jewelry Forever.
Make sure you also have to follow Jewelry Forever as well.
So please follow them as well. They are great. While you're there, watch their content.
They have so many great videos, so many cool things, so you won't regret following them. And also you have to follow them to enter their raffle, so you doubly won't regret it.
And if you want extra chances of winning, you just got to follow Scott and I on Instagram. Simple as that.
That's right.
All the links and the contest rules are down below in the description if we did not make that very clear.
That's right. And I guess they probably will have to answer a skill testing question too. Is that a thing that you're supposed to do in Canada? I think you have to. I'll check, but I think you have to. So you'll probably have to, if you win, have to answer a skill testing question as well.
To make sure they're not a bot?
No, I actually think legally you're supposed to in Canada.
Oh. Well, there you go.
We'll figure that out afterwards. Anyways, you could win something great. one of 2 watches. I guess we'll just have to raffle off and say this is for this one, this is for this one. Right? We'll figure that out. December 23rd is the raffle day. Enter now.
Enter now. Again, we will be doing the draw for our Christmas special or holiday special, whatever you all want to call it, on December 23rd at 12 noon Eastern.
Tune in, people. It'll be a special one. Maybe we'll have a cocktail or 2. Some eggnog, perhaps.
I love eggnog. I love our Christmas specials, not just because of the eggnog and because we go all out for Christmas. This studio does not look like this. I mean, my house has been decorated since November 12th. So,
oh, really?
I love Christmas. I ain't no Grinch. And what I love about our Christmas specials is the fact that we do ask our viewers or the people who join our contest to tell us about their traditions. Yes.
And maybe we'll read some of them on air. Who knows?
It's fun.
We'll plan something special for it. We always do.
I'm excited. I love Christmas.
Me too. Is it my favorite holiday?
Are you spooky season or Christmas season?
I really do like spooky season, but I do also love the warm feeling in my heart around Christmas time.
I just got an idea.
What?
We should do like a cookie contest or cookie decorating on the show.
Oh, I love that.
We should get like a gingerbread house and we should decorate it on the show.
Okay, I'm down for that. Yeah. Okay.
We're brainstorming on air with you guys. If you like that idea, give this video a thumbs up.
Yeah, that's an awesome idea. I like that very much. What else do we want to talk about here on this special episode, Regine?
Well, on Tuesday is Travel Tuesday.
Oh, yeah. So I have never heard of this. So obviously is Cyber Monday this coming Monday?
Yes, sir.
So I've heard of Cyber Monday. Obviously, we had Black Friday.
Yeah.
So Travel Tuesday. And what is Travel Tuesday, Regine?
It's a great question, Scott. I just saw it on TikTok and I sent it to you.
So apparently, according to this TikTok we watched, it is the best time to get deals on travel.
Which makes sense because you know how they always say, not always, but they do say it's cheaper to buy or book your flights on a Tuesday.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So
I did not know that actually, but I should probably. That's good news. Good information to have.
So today's Sunday. Tuesday is just around the corner.
Yeah.
So start thinking of places you'd like to visit and watch those flights. What I would suggest doing is, because I do this for like Cyber Monday or Black Friday, any of those deal or Boxing Day in Canada, is I will fill my carts with all the things that I want, so Amazon or wherever, and then I wait to see them drop, and then I purchase it. So it'd be similar to flights where you just do like a Google tracker.
Yeah.
So then, or like whatever, like Expedia.
So you're saying, because I know like on Google Flights, for example, like I like to visit my brother in Vancouver, so I have like Toronto to Vancouver highlighted, so I get an email when the price drops. So theoretically, you set that up for any place you think you want to go.
Yeah.
And then on Travel Tuesday, you'll probably get some notifications of all the deals.
Bing, 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 bing. Yeah.
Oh, that's smart.
And you travel a lot, so you might as well.
Yeah, I guess I do travel quite a bit.
Pre-plan your film festivals.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. I should look ahead and be like, when is that one? When is that one? Maybe I'll get into that one. That's actually be a smart idea. Because one of the reasons I couldn't end up going to the Chicago festival was, one, it was like, there was a lot going on that weekend, but the flights were like really expensive at the time I would have had to book. And because I could only go there for basically like, I was busy on the Sunday, I was busy on the Friday, so I would have basically been flying into Chicago, going to the screening for like 2 hours and then flying home. And that felt like a lot to spend like a lot of money on a flight.
You could drive.
But again, because I had something to do, it's like an 8-hour drive.
Yeah.
And because I had something to do Sunday morning, it would have been like I would have been driving through the night and then had to do what I had to do Sunday. So it wouldn't have worked.
Talking about the sit down?
No, actually, I think it wasn't the sit down.
I was like, you could have just not done the sit down.
No, I actually think, I got to think back to what weekend it was. No, there was something else happening that day.
You had the opera.
Oh, maybe it was that.
Oh, yeah, you said you couldn't go because the opera tickets were really expensive.
Yeah, so basically it would have been very expensive, but...
It should be called Ticket Tuesday.
I mean, they both start with T, but Ticket Tuesday is better to say than Travel Tuesday.
Ticket Tuesday would have been like concert tickets.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Play tickets.
Yeah, I don't know if
Flight
they discount.
tickets.
I don't know. Yeah, that's the thing. Ticket Tuesday could be tickets for anything.
Toonie Tuesday.
No, I don't have those much anymore.
It's not a toonie anymore.
No, not much as a Tuesday. Not much as a toonie these days.
Today's Tuesday.
All right, so you let us know, people, if you noticed any amazing travel deals on Travel Tuesday.
Yeah.
I think my favorite of these days where things are cheaper, I prefer the Cyber Monday. I think because it's the laziest one, I don't have to go anywhere or do anything. I just put them in my cart and then it's just there. Just comes to me.
But see, like I've taken, well, actually my work does a mental health day. So all of us are off on Friday, which so happens to be Black Friday, which is perfect timing. Great for my mental health. I do like to go shopping for therapy, so it just worked out.
Works perfectly.
So I am doing some Black Friday shopping.
I like being able. I mean, it's an amazing thing to be able to shop from bed, but it's also kind of dangerous that can happen.
But like my cart, like I say, I save everything. One of my carts has over $700 worth of stuff right now. Am I gonna buy all of them? Probably not.
Yeah.
But imagine if I accidentally just like, whoops.
Yeah. But that's the thing. In the middle of the night, it could be 2 a.m. You're like, actually, you know what? I kind of do want that thing. I'll reach over.
Or you're drunk and you accidentally just purchase it all.
Yeah. Well, thing to remember, people. Okay, for all of these deals. In fact, this is a sale shopping in general. Okay. Yeah. You're only saving money if you were going to buy it in the first place.
Fair.
Right?
Fair.
So, for example, like if you go into a store and they're like, hey, they're selling canoes. And
I could use a canoe.
Yeah, they're $300 off, and you were not in the market for a canoe. You have not saved $300. Okay.
Spent $300.
You spent whatever you spent on that canoe, right? So, like the last, well, now I guess Amazon, they had, was it Prime Days they had? And I remember like I had a few things in my cart. And they were things that I was planning to buy. So like, but it was just funny how like I had kind of been putting it off, but then it was pushing midnight. I was in bed already. And I remember thinking like, wait, it's almost over. And I hadn't fully decided if I was going to pull the trigger on these things because it was literally like $1,000 worth of stuff I wanted to buy. There was like a...
the heck did you buy?
I wanted to buy a wireless follow focus for my camera. It's all camera equipment, which is expensive.
That's why it's $1,000.
Yeah. Wireless follow focus. There was a light and I think a stand. It came out to like 900 something, right? So it was just funny how like, I was laying down and I was like, I should check if stuff's on sale. It is the Prime Day. I look and I'm like, oh wow, and they were discounted quite a bit, because again, where they can discount stuff is like if the thing is $500 and they take $150 off, like that's a nice savings, right? But it's just funny how I was in bed at like 11:30 at night and I was like roll over and I'm like, okay, well I just spent $1,000, back to sleep, So, but again, I was planning to buy these things. They were things that I've been.
Yeah.
As I've been working with my camera and working with clients and stuff, I just see, okay, the one I have, I was using a manual focus wheel.
Didn't make the cut? New cameras for the sit down.
No.
You just needed to wipe them down.
They just needed a wipe. In fact, good thing. You know what I bought Cyber Monday is Kleenex. Lots and lots of Kleenex.
There you go.
To give it a good wipe.
There you go.
Apparently, it really does look better.
It does.
Like it does, right? How dusty were those cameras?
5 years old, or 4.
Yeah, since we switched into
4 years.
Yeah. It does look better. Look at that.
Look at us go.
See, guys? That's the other lesson.
Wipe down your stuff.
Yeah, before you decide to replace everything, make sure it's not just dirty. Yeah.
I have $712 worth of stuff in my cart right now.
Well,
to be fair, I do need a dress for my cousin's wedding, and somehow $700 worth of dress options are in my cart.
Okay, but those are options. You're not going to buy all of them. You're going to pick the one. Probably.
Maybe 2.
1 or 2.
Just in case one doesn't work out.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Girl math.
Girl math. I mean, you buy one and then you got it on sale and it's basically free.
There you go.
Yeah. So that's how it works. But remember that, people. Black Friday. Black Friday, the best way to do it, I guess, is, have in advance an idea of what you need. Look around. It's like, okay, what is the thing I need? What am I going to replace? Blah, blah, blah. And now you're just looking for a deal on it. You're kind of in dangerous territory if you like walk into the store and just start
Without
grabbing
a plan.
things. Yeah, buy things that are just, that's on sale.
That was me when I did Midnight Madness. Did I need all that stuff?
I needed a melon baller.
No. But did I buy it? Yes.
Yes.
Do I still own any of that stuff? No.
Would you return it? I guess
no,
that's
I probably donated it somewhere.
Oh.
Probably a Value Village.
All right. So that's the other thing. Maybe next thing you should do is like
I wonder if Value Village does a Black Friday deal.
I regularly get like
Coupons?
coupons from them pretty often, but they probably do. I mean,
I got a Harry Potter sweater from there once.
I mean, you can literally get anything. You don't know what you're gonna get. Yeah.
Why did I have a Harry Potter sweater? Oh, because I watched the Harry Potter play, and I wanted to feel like I belonged there, so I bought one.
Did we talk about it after you watched it?
Probably.
I liked it. Did you like it?
I did too, but Voldemort scared me.
Yeah, he's pretty creepy in there. Yeah.
And the floaty thingies,
The Dementors.
They scared me too. At least they were in the movie, right? They scared me in the movie. Harry Potter actually did scare me. Going back to spooky season, I don't like spooky season. I don't like getting scared, and I got scared in Harry Potter, and I'm like, why did I watch this? It took me 30
scary.
years to watch Harry Potter. So.
Oh, really? You watched them like kind of recently?
I watched them during the pandemic.
Oh. I really like those movies. I like them a lot.
You know what? I did enjoy it. I did get scared, but I think I appreciated Harry Potter more after going to Universal Studios.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's also why we watched it, is so that I knew what I was getting myself into.
Yeah, because then you'll have a better idea of like what you're actually like looking at.
But it was impressive.
Yeah, I want to see that actually. I've heard it's really cool.
You should go. They also have like a Super Mario thingy now.
Oh yeah, I want to go to that. Actually, speaking of
Travel Tuesday, you should book a flight to one of those California or what's it called? Aren't you going to be in California soon?
Well, for Thanksgiving, I am in California,
but I'm trying not to say where you were.
It doesn't matter. But I don't know if I'm close to those things, but we'll see.
Closer than if you were home.
I mean, that's true. We'll see. I really don't know what we're planning when we're there. We'll find out.
You should do a Disney trip or Universal at least.
We'll see. I'll give you the update when we get back. Anyway, we're not really speaking of it, but it reminded me of you said you went to the Harry Potter thing and you got scared. So I think I mentioned on the show, like I've gone to a few operas recently. I don't know if I mentioned that or not. But
you mentioned it to me.
Yeah. Well, a few weeks ago, I went to a production of La Bohème. It's a classic opera, right? I'd never seen it, or like I'm pretty new to the opera stuff, but we've been going to a few, like a year if we can. I went to a production of La Bohème, and every opera I've seen so far, I've enjoyed it, but I'm not enjoying the opera more than like Broadway musicals. Like I just find, like I love the live music and I love the singing is amazing, but in terms of like affecting me, say emotionally, right? Like I find Les Mis to be a lot better, or Phantom of the Opera. I get way more out of that than watching opera so far.
Yeah.
But La Bohème, I know, again, it's an old play, but I didn't know the story, so I'm not going to spoil it for anyone who hasn't seen it. But it's kind of a sad ending. Okay. So, in fact, this was a little while ago. We went to see this right before I flew away to Budapest. So it was like 2 days before the flight. And my girlfriend and I decided, you know what? Like, hardly anybody's wearing masks anymore. But for the sake of this, because I don't want to be in this large crowd and then be sick getting on a plane and going on vacation. So I'm like, let's just wear a mask, just whatever. I'm so glad I did, because I was weeping in the audience of this show. Yeah. I was like, I don't even know why. Well, I kind of understand why, but I just...
Something hits you.
Yes. Something hit me in this final scene where I was like, and it wasn't even like a little tear. It was like
full on.
Yes. And I was managed to hold myself, but I knew that if I just let myself go, I could have been like, like that. I couldn't believe it. I don't know if it was like, obviously the story itself was sad, but I think the acting was also really good. Like the emotions of the main actor was just really, really like his reaction.
What'd your girlfriend think?
She did not cry. She didn't cry.
You're like, oh, what the hell?
She's like, I look at her, I'm like, are you crying? She's like, no. I'm like, I don't know what happened. Something hit me. Something hit me.
Whoa.
And it was just, the last time I cried in a movie like that was Bridge to Terabithia. Have you seen that movie?
No.
That's one that hits you hard. It's kind of like have you seen My Girl?
No.
You should watch My Girl.
Sorry.
But Bridge to Terabithia kind of has a similar ending to that. We'll say that.
Okay.
But I remember like, and that one, this was many, many years ago, but I remember I had no idea what Bridge to Terabithia was going to be because the trailer for that makes it look like a Lord of the Rings, Narnia type movie.
Okay.
It's really not. Anyway, that was the last time I was like weeping in a movie, and I was weeping in La Boheme, which was...
But your girlfriend wasn't.
No. And here's the other crazy part. It's like, as the play's happening, and especially gets into the second act and it's moving along, I remember seeing like, I feel like they're setting up kind of a sad ending here. I'm not sure, but I was, thinking about it. And again, like, this play is, I think it came out in the 1890s, I think. Okay. So like, obviously, a modern audience, we have all the benefit of all the Hollywood movies that have happened over the last century and 120 years plus years, right?
Yeah.
So we've seen all the twists. We see where they're setting up an ending, right? And so it's hard to surprise you, or like, and so I wasn't even surprised. I saw the ending coming. I could kind of predict it, because we've seen things, many times. But still, even though I saw it coming, there was just this one moment where the guy reacts and you see his reaction, and then the music swells in the right moment. It just hit me right in the face, Regine. I couldn't believe it. And I'm so glad I wore a mask, because I was just like disgusting, like right? And it was all like under my face, under my mask.
And then after you just like grab the mask.
Yes. So I was like, okay, let's go. And I just kind of walked out and like kind of looked down and like man.
Thank God you didn't wear makeup that day.
Yeah. No. And I didn't even have like Kleenex or anything. Like I didn't.
A mask.
Yes, I didn't. Sometimes maybe if you're feeling a little sick or you're anticipating you'll need it, you have Kleenex in your pocket. I had nothing because I was not planning to be crying.
No.
And I wasn't sick or anything. So I just had this like face full of nasty under my mask.
Tears and snot.
Yeah. Anyway, La Boheme, Regine.
Do you are you emotional when you watch stuff? Like, do you tear up? I mean, you were just tearing up talking about the song, but
I mean, generally, I find that there are certain things that will, but it's very rare that I'll like weep like that, that. I don't know why it was just it.
It's like you went to a funeral or something.
Yeah, it just hit me. I think it brought back some images of stuff that's happened, and it just reminded me of things.
But I'm curious, did you see other people leaving there that looked like they were crying?
I did see a couple other tears going. Yeah.
I was like, are you okay?
Yeah, I wasn't the only one. Yeah, it's like, Scott, everyone else is laughing. This is a comedy. What are you?
Are you okay? Who hurt you?
Yeah, no, it was like, but usually my reaction with movies is like, so for example, like Coco, right? The scene with Coco at the end, again, no spoilers because you got to watch that movie. It's beautiful. But that beautiful scene, I cried, but I wasn't like, it was more just like, like the you sit like this face, like.
See, with Coco,
and then the tears
I never used to cry with Coco until my grandma passed.
But I think that's usually the huge part of it. I think it's that in order for it to really hit you, it has to
hit your trauma.
Yeah, hit something in your life that you really relate to, right? Yeah.
Because I used to watch Coco as like, oh, I like the movie, I'm just going to watch it. And then when my grandma passed, it was like, oh, let's just watch it to like distract myself, and I'm like, oh, this is a bad idea.
Yeah. Well,
Also, Coco looked like my grandma, so I was just like, not looked, but like very similar. So I was just like,
yeah. Yeah, no, it's, you know what's funny? Now I'm thinking about that. Like, I remember even as a kid, I remember like we're watching TV or whatever we're watching. And like without fail, like I look over, my mom is crying.
my
while
mom's
we're
the same
watching.
way. Yeah.
And as a kid, I used to be like,
What's wrong with you,
crying
Mom?
all the time. Yeah. But what I've realized is as you become older, as you become an adult, you experience more things, right? And there are more scenarios of things that happen, and there are more,
Relatable things.
yeah, you might lose somebody, or like you remember something that happened to somebody, right? When you're a kid, you've barely experienced anything, right? So like suddenly, like it's what you'll notice things like, even if, let's say you're watching a kid's movie and like, something happens that's kind of sad, maybe to the parents or something, but you're not paying attention to that. You're paying attention to like the main characters running around.
Yeah.
But then when you're an adult, you watch the movie very differently because
It's
suddenly,
different.
yeah. And so I think that's probably what's happened. Anyway, so La Boheme just did it for me that day.
Hit you.
Yeah.
It hit you in the heart.
Yeah. But like usually like I wouldn't say I cry often, but like, if it's the right thing, it's usually like, just a tear, and then I'll have to grab a Kleenex and wipe it here. But like, it's rare that I'm
When
like,
you're done wiping your face, you're going to wipe the cameras.
yeah, maybe that's why the cameras got all dirty, Regine. We were just talking about,
You only start crying on the episode today, so maybe that's why.
yeah. So anyways, I was just, and it just reminded me of that. I was just, I couldn't believe how hard it hit me, because it's interesting because up until that point, my experience of watching opera was like, oh, I'm enjoying the music, I'm enjoying the the artistry of it, but for me it kind of felt a little bit, I don't even want to say dated, but it did feel a bit like, for me, the Broadway musical opera basically became what Broadway musicals are, and so I just think they're maybe just, I don't know, as a modern viewer who's seen more things, some of that, like sometimes even the pacing in opera feels it's slow sometimes. Like they're just things that are like, I'm enjoying this, but I've attached a lot more to, again, Les Mis, Phantom, that type of thing. But this one felt very modern to me, and it just pushed all the right buttons. So
Clearly, all the buttons.
it was a beautiful thing, Regine. It was beautiful.
It'd be more beautiful if other people are crying, not just you.
There were some other tears. I don't know how many, but I do very distinctly remember looking over, and there was like, that's the other thing about being at the opera. Like my girlfriend and I feel like we're like the youngest people in there by like 50 years.
Fair,
right?
fair.
So I'm looking around, I'm like, okay. But again, you'll see like a woman like,
And then there's Scott.
there's just me like, it was great. And then like,
You should have just been like, I'm just auditioning for a part in this opera.
something's in my eye. There's just something in my eye. And then it's like, then at the end of the thing, like I was so moved that like when they come up for the bow, I like jumped to my feet. I was like, ah! I was like, yeah. And then they got like a standing
and everyone's
ovation.
probably just like,
It's like, it wasn't that good. Yeah. No, a lot of people stood up. It was just, anyways, it hit me in a nice way. We should do our final segment, but I want to do a special version of it.
Oh no.
Well, not special, but in the sense that, so obviously we've been talking about the Barrel of Monkeys World Championship special edition version.
Yep.
One day we're going to do an episode where we do the whole tournament. But I think we should try a run of Barrel of Monkeys, but with the newer monkeys. What do you think, Regine?
Sure.
So there are a few differences. Okay, we've talked about them on other episodes. Well, I guess should I do the title?
Let's start it. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome all to this special edition version of the Barrel of Monkeys World Championship. Okay, I will propose this.
Uh-oh.
I don't think this should count towards anything.
Fair.
And the reason is because these two games are different games, Regine.
Very.
For starters, this barrel has 13 monkeys in it.
Yep.
I believe this barrel has 10.
Yeah.
And so you're holding one in your hand in this one, so you can only get 12. So does that mean the max you can get here is 9, or are there 11 monkeys in
I
here?
think you can only get 9.
How many monkeys are in this barrel, Regine?
I have one at home.
Well,
it sucks.
One.
I shouldn't say that just in case we ask for sponsorship.
6,
7, 8.
7, 8, 9. So 10 total. So your highest score then is 9.
Well, read the instructions. Maybe we're not playing it right.
Well, I mean, we definitely have a modified we have a modified version of the rules for our tournament,
True.
right? But okay, let's see. What do they say? So, and sorry, actually, before we move on from that, I would just say, and also, these monkeys are shaped differently. Okay,
Different.
it's a different shape. The arms are different.
Who changed it? That's
I don't
what
know.
I want to know.
I don't know.
Hasbro, what are you doing?
You know, so there are less monkeys in the barrel. So it's a different game. So that's why, like, we can't really even compare these scores to the new ones. But that's why I think it might be something where when we do the big championship, we use the new game, and then maybe this becomes the new standard for going forward. And then we kind of retire this one. That's kind of sad, though. I kind of like this version. So
Let's see how we could do today.
Okay. So let's see. Let's see what this says. Okay. So these are the instructions. 2012.
Pick a
Hasbro,
monkey
blah, blah,
to
blah, blah.
start your.
Okay, here. Get started. The player with the next birthday goes first.
You.
Okay. Pour out the monkeys into a pile. Okay. Let's play. 1. Pick up a monkey to start your monkey chain! ! 2. Use the first monkey's arm to pick up another one.
Okay. Which we've been doing.
Yeah. 3. Add as many monkeys as you can to your monkey chain.
Which we've been doing.
If any monkeys fall, return all the monkeys to the pile.
Oh,
it's the next player's turn.
I don't like that.
Okay.
Because you only have 10.
Yeah. So this one, I guess there's not a timer then on this version. Although I kind of still like a timer.
I like the timer.
But should we try? But then if you drop any monkeys, it goes back. You're done.
Yeah.
That's kind of, you want to try that?
No.
So should we just try the basic 1 minute?
Our rules.
Because that's the other thing we have to come up with is like, what are we going to do for our championship? I was thinking to make it cool, we should have multiple barrels and mix them together. So there's like tons of monkeys.
Well, we have 3 now.
But like, can we mix? Can we
Let's
mix these
try that
monkeys?
to see if we can play with both monkeys.
So you'll try
Both
that
barrels.
today?
Don't matter to me.
Well, what do you want to do? We could try that. So it's a mixture. So
Because
it's a
we've
double.
already done it where we've played just
So we're doing 1 minute
with both.
both barrels.
We could try it.
Okay, you want to go first?
No, your birthday's coming
Oh,
up
yeah.
first.
Okay,
So.
fine. And we're not doing the
do
thing.
it.
So if I drop any monkeys, that doesn't matter.
Nah.
Okay.
You guys see our owl, by the way?
Oh yeah. So this
We never
owl.
showcased our. Oh, here. Oh.
Here, there. Wait, where? Which camera do you want?
Just stay
There. So that owl was a gift to us from Athena Park. It's
There's
a
an owl and an owl.
hand carved out of one piece of stone. So there's an owl inside the owl.
You see it?
It's a really cool. It's a really cool
You
item.
see the little
Yeah, you
owl?
can see him in there. He's hiding in there.
Ooh.
And she gave it to us after last episode, and I think it's really cool.
This
and
is our 5-year
gift.
gift.
Yeah, and it permanently lives in our
Somewhere
studio
here.
now. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so
You go first because your birthday's coming up.
and it's still 1 minute. The thing is, 1 minute with all these monkeys, like we've
Even
never,
better.
but nobody's ever been able to pick up all the monkeys
Well,
in
let's
one.
see what happens. Okay, minute 30.
Minute 30. Okay, and should we put all the barrels in all the monkeys in one barrel?
I don't know. You know what? Let's just do the blue barrel
Okay,
for a minute for the sake of this episode.
1 minute on the blue barrel.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. You want to count me down?
I'll record. I will do the timer.
Okay, here.
You might be cheating. I
true.
have a timer on mine.
I insist you use my timer.
No.
Okay.
3,
All right, hang on. I don't have the music ready.
2.
Okay. All right.
3.
Hang on. I'm going to move my mic.
Oh my Lanta.
Everybody has to move it. Okay, are you ready?
3, 2, 1, go. It's on me, Scott. The camera's on me.
Okay, wait. Stop it. I forgot. You know why?
Stop the timing.
You know why? It's because usually Barrel of Monkeys is the other camera, so I have monkeys set to the other camera. Hang on.
I was like, it's on me.
So hang on. Let me.
Make some changes.
Okay, I think we got it now. So I'm gonna have to switch that back for when we do yours.
Okay. 3.
All right, wait.
Put the monkeys back in the barrel.
Oh yeah. Okay, hang on. Okay, hang on.
Put the monkeys back.
Okay.
Okay, ready?
So this is really just a test of like how we do on the new game.
3.
Okay, wait, hang on. Okay, yep.
2, 1, go. Whole tables. Ooh.
Okay, I think we should also change the rule that 2 monkeys on the same monkey are still count as the number of monkeys that it is, because it's actually harder to pick up more monkeys once you have 2 on a monkey.
I hear someone's a sore loser. Just kidding.
Okay.
The fact that you're still... Okay, 30 seconds. Okay.
Come on. Don't give up.
15 seconds.
These ones are so hard to maneuver.
8, 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, okay, what'd I get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 monkeys?
Monkeys.
That's not too bad. That's not too bad.
Good job.
6 monkeys,
I
Regine.
find with this one, it's harder because we're on the glass table.
Yeah. Are you saying we should alter the...
No, I'm just saying that's what makes it harder. Because I did it on the couch earlier and it was
Well,
fun.
because I guess because you can press down.
Yeah.
You can press down. Okay, so let me put these back in the...
Not in the red barrel.
All right, what did I get?
6.
6 monkeys. I don't think you can beat that.
Oh,
I'm too awesome.
challenge accepted.
All right, I'm handing you the monkeys.
Mine.
Okay. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right. 3.
I do want to let me tell everyone not to do. Sorry.
3.
I'll move.
It's fine. I'll adjust the camera when you're right. Okay, you good to go?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, go.
I'm not doing the timing.
I got it.
Oh, that pour was terrible.
Oh. See, I feel like that would count. But that's a dangerous place it's holding. It's holding by the legs. Oh.
Oh no. Oh no. You know what? I'm gonna pull a Jeff Curtis. Jeff Curtis right now. No!
She's trying to improve her pour, but it didn't quite work. 30 seconds.
No.
Regine is in trouble, everybody.
Shut up.
You can do it. 25 seconds. Don't panic, Regine. You got this. 20 seconds. Don't panic. You're fine. 20 seconds, Regine. Oh, no. Oh, you're trying to get to the edge.
Shut up. No!
Oh, my.
Oh no. It's okay. I got 1. I'm gonna stick to 1 because I know that's
All right.
gonna jump.
You know what, Regine? You know what? That was respectable. It was fine.
It was terrible. I told you the pour on here is a lot harder.
I feel like we should try one. Why don't we try one, no timer, but if you drop a monkey, you lose. I'm curious how that works.
Okay, well you start then because
Okay,
you're first.
Okay. All right.
But you gotta move
Yeah, I'll move.
something.
Okay, so this one, no timer. This is more, you know what this is? We're field testing this for what will be the eventual tournament.
Yes.
Okay, so because I dropped a monkey at one point, and you dropped some monkeys here too.
Multiple times.
Yeah, so this is a good way to see how it'll work. Okay. Okay, so there won't be a timer for this.
No. Ah.
Okay. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Or I guess am I ready?
3, 2,
Hang on. Yep.
1, go.
Okay, so no timer, but if I drop a monkey, I'm done.
Yep.
So I have to be careful here.
Drop it, drop it, drop it.
Okay, now I feel like the thing that we have to learn, we almost have to unlearn what we have learned, to quote Star Wars. Because...
Is that a Star Wars reference?
Yeah. You must unlearn what
It's
you have
true
learned.
because we've been...
The approach is different. The way that they hook the hands is different. There's like a different angle.
Ah!
I'm done. I lost.
You got 1.
I suck.
Hey, I got 1 earlier in a minute.
I mean, I did fine.
That's mean.
Okay, yeah. So there's definitely like a different approach that you have to do.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let me hand you this.
Give me the monkeys.
All right. Let me prep it. So, yeah, like I feel like when we're preparing for the big one, I'm gonna have to train pretty hardcore. Okay, are you ready?
I'm good.
All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, that's risky. I mean, okay, keep going, keep going. I feel like that doesn't count because you've already picked it up. So the interesting thing here is, like, again, the shape of the hands are different. But I feel like actually, in a way, it might be actually easier if we learn the technique.
I think it's because we're... Well,
Oh, you lose. I win. I win again. Yay!
I think it's because we're used to the pointier hand.
Yeah. So for
Can I
people
have the
who...
barrel, please?
Oh, yeah. So for people who don't know, like... So the... Here, pass me, yeah. So the classic shape, or I don't know how classic, but this is the version that I've always known.
The classic monkey.
You can see the shape of the hand is kind of... It's, for starters, there's no real curve in it, right? It's kind of just a straight
It's a
line,
scoop.
little hook.
Oh, yeah.
The new ones...
It's a scoop.
It's a scoop, and it's kind of angled. You see that? There's like an angle, so it sits on the table differently. But I also wonder, like...
Here, Scott, pour this on your couch, and it is a lot easier.
Well, yeah, but that's because you can press down.
Just try it.
I mean...
It's so much easier. It's because the surface that we're using on the table is glass, so it's
So
slippery.
are you suggesting that we should, like, have a soft surface?
Or
Actually, I don't know if it is easier when
I
you're
found
like...
that it's easier. Well,
I don't find it easier.
that's just me then.
But hang on. The thing is, what I'm curious about, right, is like... So let's say you've got a monkey
Yeah.
sitting flat like this.
Yeah.
Right. See how, like, I can just do that, right?
Yeah.
Now, with one, it's easy, but let me see. Because there's a bigger gap here. Yeah, tilt this down a bit.
Oh, sorry.
There's a bigger gap here. Like, I almost feel like you can almost get the
High
hand...
five.
There must be a trick.
Ooh.
Yeah, you see?
Did you just figure out the trick?
So, I feel like it's just a matter of training and knowing how to get under there. Oh, but that would be a loss right there. I would have just lost.
High five. I think you have to high five them.
So you put the hands...
Oh, maybe it is a high five. High five.
Or is it better to go in, like, with it reversed, like a reverse hand, like that? We're gonna have to study, Regine.
I'm gonna go on TikTok and figure it out.
Do you think there's probably... Yeah, there probably are TikTok tricks, right?
If not,
Thought I had it.
we will create the TikTok tricks,
Yeah.
and then we will create monkey in a barrel talk.
This is... the thing is, I feel like none of the skills that I've acquired in the previous iteration of the game is applicable here.
No, not at all.
It's frustrating, Regine. You know?
And that concludes this week's.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Like, you want to say it? Here, you say it.
And that concludes this week's
edition.
Thank you, of the Barrel of a Monkey's World Championship.
Well, Regine, another Thanksgiving special is in the bag.
This time, an American Thanksgiving.
Have we ever done that before?
We haven't.
So once again, happy.
We didn't do a Canadian Thanksgiving, so we felt like it's only fair that we do one eventually.
Sure. Happy American Thanksgiving once again to all of our viewers down south, and happy Thanksgiving to me because I'm there.
Happy shopping to everyone.
Yeah. Any final thoughts, Regine?
Nope.
Me neither.
Nope. And on that note, where can people find you, Scott?
You can find me right here, where you're watching this very video, youtube.com/scottdionbrown. It's the best place. youtube.com, it's where you get all the stuff. I know that it's been a little while since I posted some stuff. I've been busy, but I've got a lot coming. I'm working on a lot of things. youtube.com, it's where you get the sit down, you get the vlogs, you get the music, you get the gaming, you get comedy sketches, unboxing videos.
The Barrel of Monkeys.
The Barrel of Monkeys World Championship. Everything. youtube.com/scottdionbrown. You can also find me on Instagram and Twitter at scottdionbrown. But YouTube is the best place. Please also follow the show, The Sit Down with SDB, on TikTok, The Sit Down with SDB. On Instagram, better be following that for our giveaway if you want to win yourself a beautiful watch. Sit Down Scott on X, and The Sit Down with Scott Dion Brown on Facebook. You can also watch on Spotify, as well as other
streaming
platforms, podcast platforms. Regine, where can people find you?
You all can find me on my YouTube channel for The Pageant Sit Down, where we are going live this upcoming Wednesday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern. Link is in the description. You can also follow me on Instagram and TikTok at It's Regine Alaina. And if you're looking for pageant coaching, you can find me on Instagram at pageantcoaching.reginealaina. All links are in the description.
Links in the description. And as well, links in the description for our giveaway and all the information you need. So make sure you sign up and follow Jewelry Forever.
Oh.
I'm getting a phone call, but I'll answer that later.
That's a first.
Yeah, it is a first. Everybody, thank you guys so much for being here. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Sunday.
And we'll see you all next week, right?
Yeah.
We should be live next week, I believe.
Yeah, it's weird. This means I'm not seeing you for 2 weeks because I'm not here. I wasn't here last week.
Yeah.
And then you're not here this week.
Yeah.
So
I'll see you when I see you.
See ya next time.
Bye. Wave and I'll wave and...